I think we can start the session now. So I'm Gopika and I'm delighted to host Tech Talks by Dot Com Infoway episode 6. So I'm Gopika. So thank you for joining us today. Your time and participation mean a lot to us. It's inspiring to see the growing interest in our Tech Talk session, and we are bringing a valuable conversation with industry experts and business leaders. So today's topic is the future of B2B growth, why ABM, AI, and revenue execution are replacing traditional lead generation. So in this session, we'll explore how B2B companies can leverage account-based management and AI-driven strategies and revenue execution frameworks to modernize lead generation and drive measurable business growth. So before we begin, feel free to ask your question in the QA box, and please drop them in the QA box during the session. So let's get started. So let's dive into today's session. So the topic is the future of B2B growth, why ABM, AI, and revenue executions are replacing traditional lead generation. The thing is, every business leader knows that the traditional lead generation methods are no longer enough. So the challenge today is how do you identify and engage the right accounts efficiently, and also how do you leverage AI to improve lead quality and conversation, and also how do you execute marketing and sales strategies to maximize the revenue. So in this session, we'll also explore ABM strategies to target high value accounts and AI for personalization, automation, and also lead sites. So execution facts to align marketing and sales things. So practical way to integrate these strategies into cohesive growth plans are going to see in this today's session. So if you are founder, marketer, or a B2B business leader looking to drive measurable results, this session will be a highly valuable one. So let's get into it. So now it's time to introduce our guest speaker. So I'm delighted to welcome Som Nathan, so co-founder and CEO of HealthBound Digital. So Som, hi. Som has extensive experience in B2B marketing, inbound lead generation, ABM strategies, AI-powered marketing, and revenue executions. So he has been helping B2B companies replace outdated lead generation practices with modern data-driven approaches that drive businesses growth into a high space. So today he will share insights on how to adapt ABM effectively, and also how to leverage AI in lead generation and marketing, and also how to implement revenue execution strategies for measurable ROI. And please join me in welcoming Som Nathan. Som, over to you. You can take over the session now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Gopika, for the warm welcome, and thank you so much for hosting me. So honestly, this is my very first webinar. So despite I have close to 80-90 years of experience in B2B marketing, but still either I have not created a stage for myself, or I did not allow someone to give me an opportunity. So thank you so much for Dot Com Infoway for this opportunity. Yeah, so maybe I would like to start off this from how the lead generation was earlier, and then how it was going, and then how it is right now. So Gopika, I've started my career as a junior SEO executive way back in 2007, where we used to focus more on the anchor text, the backlinking, a lot of content stuffing. I don't know whether this generation have heard something called a black hat SEO or white hat SEO. We have tried everything, starting from registering a domain name till ending up with ranking a keyword in specific, ranking specific keywords in Google was our primary challenge. So we never used to measure the results, which was leads. I'm talking about way back in 2007, 8, 9, 10 times. So that time everyone was focusing more towards building backlinks, how we can dominate Google, bring in traffic. But then slowly there was a change between the people who used to manage the analytics, website, content, SEO, all these things. And of course, that was the only medium we have had when it comes to the online marketers. Of course, we have had other channels like Google Ads, Google Ads, but the other way was nothing but having the cold callers, the business development representatives to make cold calls, and then bring them online and then propose them your kind of service. This was the only thing available. I still remember we used LogMeIn to share the systems computers, and we used to present our presentations, everything we were doing. So those are the mediums available to help us generate traffic and then the conversion. So keyword ranking, and then the traffic, and then conversion. So this was the structure we used to play around. But then slowly, we started playing different cards, which is nothing but of course, the change was not something from the marketers, but every time we innovate something, we come up with a new idea, and we used to rank a keyword, then Google comes up with a new algorithm update. So we used to evolve in the change, evolve in the the entire journey of a marketer. And of course, marketers today are the best ones across any industry you take, because the change is not new to us. We've been forced to learn, we've been forced to update our knowledge with what is happening in the industry. So yeah, and then slowly we have started focusing more on content, and then Google used to come up with an update saying, hey, optimize your website, not only for the users, not for the search engine. So this has been a consistent message from Google, which is nothing but do not build backlinks organically. And then people used to show Wikipedia as an example. So Wikipedia, even if you go today, there are external links and then internal links. There will be a flow. People used to refer the other websites where they have taken their references from. So slowly we had to adapt to the changes, adapt to the conditions what Google used to bring in. Even today, if you can look at it, Google has brought in something, the AI answers first, right? So the traditional way of referring website, when someone puts keywords in Google, and then Google used to refer us to websites where we have to go to any of the websites and then take a lot of notes and then come back, use it at any of our day-to-day operations. But now, Google has adapted to the conditions. Not just today, they've introduced a lot of social media and a lot of products, including social media platforms like Orkut. I don't know you've heard of Orkut, but still they failed in that. They've closed it. So a lot of such stories from Google, the failed stories. We've heard of only the success stories, but Google has got a lot of failure stories. So as I said, even today Google has changed the complete way how it deals with the searches, right? So they are giving you options now whether you can continue with the traditional search, or you can jump in similar to the Gemini search. So I'm very sure within a few months they will completely change it to the Gemini way of answering in the Google search engine. And then, so as I said, we have to adapt to the conditions where today in the era of AI, as a marketer, our job is to adapting to the conditions and adapting to what is exactly required for the audience and the customers. And most importantly, I used to say to my team, the moment you wake up in the morning, if you don't think differently, you are not a marketer. So we have to think every day differently than how we used to think in the previous year. So that's something forced us to work towards innovation, which is ABM right now. ABM is a fantastic I would say system or a approach when it comes to B2B lead generation, especially in the present era where everyone is into Gemini, everyone is searching at ChatGPT, Perplexity, of course Claude. So if not ABM, I'm still thinking how people would be strategizing, and then businesses would be generating more business and more leads especially. So ABM is here to stay, at least for the next few years, until Google or someone identifies a new way of generating leads. Yeah. So ABM, AI, I don't think we can separate these two. So ABM is here to stay. Yes. And I could say a lot of companies adopting ABM really well, and they're all doing meaningful way of doing ABM, not just doing the very basics of ABM, but they're going in depth analyzing, and then getting into the actual strategy execution, and then they're scaling it.
Okay, so actually, you walked us through the traditional lead generation, right? And how things have evolved also. And so, please let me ask you a question like, why ABM?
Okay. Okay, that's a good question. See, as I said, we used to bring in a lot of traffic and then conversion. We usually call that as an inbound leads, right? So inbound leads are at times, we get 10, 15 inquiries in a day. At times we don't get inquiries for the 2, 3 days or 4, 5 days. It is something unpredictable always inbound, even though you position your website in Google or any search engine, or you try different mediums, advertisement, anything, but then the trend keeps changing. So I would say, even though we get leads, right, so those are all called MQLs. So marketing qualified leads. Marketing qualified, which is something nothing but the marketing team, they put in effort towards bringing in audience visitors to your website, and or be it any medium. Then when someone shows interest, still we all will be happy enough to say, okay, marketing team has generated a lead, right? But then the moment the lead goes to the sales team, either the prospect won't be responding to your phone calls, emails, text messages, or even your LinkedIn messages. So it is not the same way even people used to search for a business when they need a help. And they're all, even if you take today's example, people are not getting into ChatGPT or any LLM or any AI engine just for getting their answers, but they're all taking decisions. Almost 70-80% of the decisions are already done when they perform a search through any of their favorite the large language model. So, and again, there is an alternate, which is the cold emailing and then cold calling. If you'd ask me whether that is working or not, it is absolutely working without a doubt, but not in the same volume that used to work in the past. And even though, again, the same problem comes in here. If they bring in 15, 20 prospects in a month, again, hardly we would the sales team would able to proceed with less than 2% of the prospect. So the AI search and the communities are actually getting into the market, influencing the discovery. Say, for example, if you take any business, when you propose a software or service based segment, there are multiple stakeholders involved in decision making. But then in the last minute, you cannot rush towards the decision maker and then influence them. See, the idea is to the operate as a team, and then walk them through different functions, and then making the end goal, which is revenue. So I feel that is one among the reasons why we need the ABM should be there in the plan. So it is not just for leads, but it is actually to get your desired account. It is to get your desired revenue. So it has got a complete revenue stream. So the answer is, if you want to attain your goal of revenue, not just a lead, then ABM is the right answer. Okay, so seems like as he's been facing internet issues, but no worries. Let's talk about the different angle of ABM. So almost today's the internet is wide open. Anyone with the internet access, anybody who runs a B2B business, they would have absolutely come across the term ABM, or lead generation, if they are into the business, if they are trying to multifold their business revenue. So majority of the companies still they are struggling uh, to generate a meaningful leads. When I say meaningful leads, that should, you can take them till your proposal stage, because right after proposal stage you can only influence them. You can only influence the decision makers, but you cannot influence the decision. End of the day, there are multiple factors involved in the decision making, but still most of them, whenever people meet, they ask me, hey, so where do I start the ABM program from? So to answer their question, usually I would ask them, what you would like to achieve for your business, and then do you have any of your success stories with the clients, that maybe the enterprise, if not the enterprise, at least the mid level, the medium segment of business is more important. The case studies, right? The case studies is actually something. Case studies are more important to run a successful ABM program, because ABM is not something that marketing team can alone fight with, or sales team alone can close the deals, or the revenue team alone can fight between the customer, the other teams, or the customer success alone can manage this on their own. But the account based marketing is something everybody has to align together to start with their successful account, and then they have to do the same way. They have to do something called reverse engineering, or you can come back in the same way. Okay, you have a successful client, you build another list, and then talk to your marketing team will help you to identify the ICPs and then the targeted account lists. And then they will also be communicating to sales team saying, okay, we would like to run a program on this, targeting this specific account. You have any case studies? Or at HealthBound Digital, we involve the content team primarily into the plan, and they actually play a vital role in the ABM plan. So we create a lot of materials, we create a lot of segmentations. So whenever someone from the targeted accounts comes in, it is easier for the sales team to go present something which already they have in their hand. So this is how we start off with for an ABM program. The teams have to be aligned properly, and then you have to have a bunch of success stories, and then you have to pick up the right accounts to target, and of course you have to strategize, execute, optimize, and then scale it. So Gopika, I talked about where do actually people start working on the ABM program.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
yeah.
Okay, so sorry for the interruption actually. So
No.
next one is I need to ask about what are the pillars of modern ABM strategy?
Okay. See, the pillars in general, I would say the accounts. Uh, when I say accounts, unlike the inbound lead generation, you have positioned your website, and then you are letting Google to decide on who to visit your website, and and then the visitors will take a call on, okay, this website has got enough content or answering my questions. But in the ABM, there is no second chance, which is there is no guesswork. Whenever you run a ABM program, you should really get an idea of who's visiting your website. So in that case, you have to be very sure of what accounts, what the target accounts you want to visit your website. And most importantly, the buying committees. So buying committees play a vital role. And then how do you build a relationship with the accounts actually? So how you can influence the account? So the accounts is more important. And then see, since we're talking about the B2B, ABM, AI, and then the lead generation, AI plays a vital role when it comes to the execution, because in today, as of now, there are so many ways to run any type of program. But then if you go and say I'm doing it manually, or I'm just taking help from couple of tools, people don't agree with you. Or even you yourself will not compromise on what exactly you are executing. So You cannot avoid AI in the today's the fastest growing the AI era. So I would still use AI at the appropriate places, right? So most of them, they feel that when it comes to AI, they think that AI will do everything on behalf of them. No, that's not the right theory. So we have to actually take help from AI. You would have seen many a times when it comes to using AI, you would ask a question, the AI will answer your question. The more and more deeper your question is, the more and more clarity answer that you will get it. So you have to starting from account. So of course, when you strategize, when you plan the ABM program, you will define all the elements should be available within your program. So there are so many AI programs have come now. There are so many tools, automation systems have come now. It is up to the team or the marketing agency to use what tool for which scenario. Say if you want to build a lookalike audience, so we have got plenty of systems to help you get the lookalike audience. And then if you like to automate certain processes, you can still do that. I can give you a simple example. If you like to track a website visitors, okay, you are running a program and you are driving traffic to your website, and now you would like to identify whether these are all from your target accounts or not. Then you can synchronize your website. Of course, it is integrated with the CRM. The CRM can tell you whether this account has visited your website or not. Now, from here, if you would like to build another program stating to run an email campaign or to push it to the sales account, we can do a lot of things. So to which tools you have to use, to which AI systems can help you solve this specific problem, or even the workflow systems that you can customize. I would say that's a pillar number 2 for an ABM program, successful ABM program. And most importantly, the execution part. Okay.
Okay.
The execution part, most of them, they feel that since it is account based marketing, most of them, they feel that it is a responsibility of a marketing team, but it is actually not. So account based marketing, which is nothing but everyone in an organization have to come together, align together, and then run this as a successful program, starting from, as I said, customer success, and then sales, the revenue ops, and of course marketing team. Everyone has to be aligned with, so that it is easy for you to target the account. So when a target account comes to your website, so the people from the other department can also help you. Other teams can help you with their side of ideas, whether have they prepared any material. So it has to be more of a team game, rather letting only marketing to fight alone. So I would say these are a few pillars. So
That's okay.
to revisit, one is the accounts, other one is how you're going to leverage AI tools, and of course the automation integration, and then the third one is the team, the execution. So these three are the pillars, I would say.
Okay, fine. That was a good one, actually. Thank you for your, you have shared a lot. Thank you so much for that. And the next one is, I want to ask, what's the ultimate goal of an ABM campaign?
Okay. So okay, in Gopika, in general, any business owner, if you're going to ask them, what do you need, right? So if they're very sure of that their goal, then they will come and ask you. They will come and ask you, we want more business. So, but they have to define it properly. What do they mean? What do they mean more business? So they want more leads, they want more traffic, they want more marketing qualified leads, sales qualified leads, or they don't define it properly. But then the ultimate goal for any business is nothing but making revenue, right? That's what the ultimate goal. That is why they run business. It can be B2B, it can be software, B2C. You take any business, this is the ultimate goal, right? So ABM is something, this is going to help you attain your revenue or make revenue. So if you would ask me, what is the goal of the ABM program, I would say revenue generation. So it is easy for you to measure the outcome of the entire program, which is revenue. It is not unlike the inbound lead generation where we'll be measuring only the MQL. When it comes to organic, which is measuring the traffic, how many keywords that you are ranking in Google or any search engine. Nowadays, the AEO, GEO comes into the picture. And then when it comes to the outreach programs, they will measure your performance with the open rate and then the bounce rate, the response rate. So of course, when it comes to LinkedIn or any social media, they'll measure your performance with how many people engaged with your content. It can be impressions, how many people have commented on your post, how many profile views you have got, how many followers. But ABM contains everything, but the ultimate goal is a revenue. So also you can comfortably sitting and watching who's engaging you with your content, who's engaging with your website, your advertisement. There are so many factors, but starting from the sales enablement, content enablement, staying relevant to their day-to-day problems, that is also more important. Because so if 2026, if we don't talk about AI with any business combination, they don't be listening at all, right? So we have to stay relevant. They have to stay relevant to the what is happening in the industry, and then build trust. So as I said, the ultimate goal is to bring them together and then make them as a success by closing the deals and then generating revenue for any company. Because ABM is not chasing leads unlike the inbound lead generation, but ABM is absolutely of making revenue for the company.
Okay, fine. Okay, that was a good one actually. So we have thought about like what are the goals can be done. So using the ABM campaign, right? So next one is like we'll move to actually very thank you so much, Som. That was truly an insightful session. Thank you so much. So I'm sure everyone now has a much clear understanding of how B2B business can adapt ABM, AI, and revenue executions to modernize the growth. So your perspective on strategy, AI integration, and like ecosystem growth and revenue alignment were extremely valuable. So once again, thank you for sharing your experience with us. So now let's move into our Q&A segment where we'll explore some practical questions from your side and also from the audience side also. Okay. So the thing is, I'm sure everyone has a much clearer understanding. Just a minute. So next thing is I'll move with the Q&A questions. Okay. So the thing is, I'll throw some questions to you soon, so you can answer me them. So then after that, at the end of the session, we'll move with the audience questions, Q&A answers. Okay. So the first one is, how is ABM transforming traditional B2B lead generation?
Okay, it's a good question. So, Gopika, if you remember, we talked about. I think I started off this session with my experience of how was as a junior SEO executive, how we were generating leads, right? So now, okay, let's talk about how the decision making is happening when it comes to the online search and then taking a decision on moving with any business or any software, right? So if you consider Google search, if you compare Google search versus ChatGPT, last year same time, ChatGPT was leading, leading the internet with the search, or people used to write content. So many we used to take so many help from ChatGPT. But right after 6 months or 8 months, we saw something called Perplexity, and then Google introduced a Gemini, and now if you'd ask me, everybody is going behind Claude for programming, content writing, or integration, and that's a real change, right, which is happening out there. But when it comes to the lead generation, right, so we cannot predict where exactly your audience is, right? So even as I said, say surprisingly, we were sitting on a client call, and then we were listening to a client call right after the call was done. So that's one of the enterprise accounts we have helped a client to generate. Right after the conversation was done, the prospect team, close to 4 or 5 of them, they were all from different states in the US. They were discussing about, hey, did you research about this company in ChatGPT? Did you research about this company in Perplexity? Right? So they were all questioning each other about, did you put this question? Did you put that question? So, rather it was earlier, say, if I'm choosing a service provider or a software, I used to call any of my friend, or I used to go through the reviews to decide on whether should I go with this specific software service company or anything. But now the AI is influencing people. So when it comes to AI influencing people, the decision is happening so fast. But only when they have a need, they come to Google or they come to any LLM system, they search and then they take a call. But the enterprise level business or the mid segment business, that doesn't come, not all the 100% that doesn't come through Google search or any of the LLM system. So it is our responsibility to go and knock their door, keep proposing them with right messages, and we have to influence them, not just the very first person who's going to submit the inquiry, but the entire buying committee. So unfortunately or fortunately, we have to influence the entire organization, the hierarchy. So that is why I would say the ABM has actually transformed from the traditional B2B lead generation.
Okay, fine. So that gives a clear starting point for the companies who are looking to modernize their marketing approach, actually. So the next question is, how can AI improve the efficiency and personalization of lead generation?
Okay, that's a good question. I think most of them would love this question. So Gopika, many of them, they think AI just for the automation or doing the repetitive of job. Yes, of course it is, but not many are doing the meaningful way of using the AI. So they are all just thinking content writing, using AI is, that's a primary goal, but it is actually, it is not. I can give you an example. We built a skill set with Claude. Okay, so you take, so you are using any AI systems to write a content. Okay, and majority of them, they don't use the prompt properly, but we have got a script, we have got a SOP, standard operating procedures for writing a content, and then right after getting the content, we will put the content through one of the skills that we developed through Claude. So that will go ahead and tell you what percentage of content has been influenced by AI, or it is detectable. Okay, what percentage that you have used AI or you have written manually. So that's one of the use cases. So this was actually need of the hour for HealthBound Digital when we were writing content, and we were just thinking, one of our GTM leaders, he developed it. So AI is all about the use cases. AI is all about, you have to use it at appropriate places. I can give you another example. Now, see, there is a system called Trigify. I don't know how many of you are using it. So Trigify is a wonderful system where that can go around LinkedIn and then get you the relevant the LinkedIn posts, right? So not just the relevant post, but say if you are loading a lot of say you have got hundreds of accounts to influence. Okay, but as a human, we cannot be sitting and checking each profile every day and then go comment on it. But this profile, actually, this platform can help you with who's actually engaged with a specific post, who's commented on it, liked on it, shared, who's posted it from originally. So this AI used to get you all such information from LinkedIn. So this is another use case. So AI is all about, it is there, it is everywhere without a doubt. But when it comes to the personalization and lead generation, as I said, I think you can deliver ads. You can deliver your ads, especially with the LinkedIn ads, only to your targeted accounts. This can done through AI, and you can control it. And whenever someone clicks on it, you can grab their information. You can enroll them to another sequence. So you can use AI at appropriate places, and most importantly, AI is not here to just work on the broken pieces, but you have to build it together. So again, one more thing I would like to talk about here when it comes to AI. So AI alone will not work. We need a human intelligence. We need a human in the loop, and most importantly, you have to, anyway, you are going to connect it with multiple platforms.
True,
the
true.
workflows and integrations are also part of the AI. So many are taking it in a different way, but when it comes to AI, of course, the intelligence is there anyhow, but you cannot separate it with you cannot separate uh, the entire flow without the integration and workflow. Of course, you can stitch tools and then you can meet your goals.
Yeah, yeah. So that was a practical takeaway for teams balancing automation actually with the human touch. So thank you for that. The next question is, what role does revenue execution play in aligning marketing and sales?
Right. So uh, not now, but way back in, maybe I would say 2014, 15, 16, I used to complain about sales. Okay, marketing, we put in so much of effort to generate leads, but then sales is not closing it. Okay, then sales will come and answer my questions every week when we sit for a review meeting, but I don't be agreeing with all of their answers because I have my way of explanation or my way of expectation. So I used to complain, always about sales. And till now, if you would create a debate on marketer versus sales, I'll go against the sales always. But this ABM is a wonderful program where marketing actually aligns with sales and sales aligns with marketing. And we are
Okay.
also taking help from revenue operations team and as well as the customer success. So the revenue execution, it doesn't happen alone only with the marketing team. I think I talked about it earlier. So it is all about coming together as a team, as an organization, and then creating an impact, generating a lead. We'll be there till closing the deal and then enjoying the success together. So that is where I feel the revenue execution plays a vital role. I mean, aligning the entire team, because one marketing alone cannot fight, and we are tired of it.
Okay, okay. So, like it was like this. This is this shows how strategy execution drives the measurable results actually. So, thank you. The next one is I'll move the next question. So, how can B2B companies integrate ABM, AI, and revenue execution into one cohesive system?
Okay, so I think I've been talking about the same point again, which is ABM is not the program of the marketing. Okay, so that is one myth that everybody has got, or they are still not clear about how they would like to execute this ABM program. But when it comes to the integration of ABM, AI, and then revenue execution, which is nothing but primarily taking responsibilities, owning responsibilities, and then so choosing accounts is more important. ABM is important, but then finally the revenue execution. They are all not different pieces. They come together,
Okay.
right? So starting from choosing an account, and then how you can bring in AI into the action, and how you can take support from your other teams. So these are all not separate pieces. Say I can answer the very first question, right? So the very first question that we would ask is, who do we want to win, right? Of course,
Mhm.
as I said, you have got a successful client, and you are going to mimic the client. You are going to create a lookalike audience, and everybody in the team should be aware of it. Starting from what exactly accounts that we are taking, and then what is the company size, what is their revenue size, who are all available in the buying committee, what problem we solved in the past. Because we are going to anyway creating a lookalike audience, so we have got a successful story. So,
Mm.
and then how we are going to take help from the AI system. Say it, as I said, creating a lot of the collaterals or social media content, or you're going to have some competitor analysis or benchmarks, or you're going to use AI to research something about who has done extensively well in the same industry. So you're going to take help from AI. You're going to take help from the revenue execution team, and of course your ideal customer profile, everything. So this is something coming together. They're all not separate, three different separate items. So they're all coming together so that when the execution goes properly, and we will see the result. So in simple terminology, I would say the ABM provides the direction, and of course we are going to take AI for the scaling, and then the revenue execution, most importantly, that's going to get you the outcomes. So outcomes are measurable end of the day, because we are aiming for a bigger picture, which is revenue. So this is something I would feel the cohesive system often the integrated ABM campaigns.
Okay, so the insight for business wanting is an unified growth strategy. That wasn't right.
Right,
So the
right. So
next, uh,
in other hand, we can use AI systems for identifying signals, researching accounts, and then who we can influence. The key stakeholders, everything that we can understand, identify, and we can target them according to what exactly their needs are. Say, I can give you another example. So HubSpot has got something called a buyer intent. Usually the database management systems like Zoom Info, they'll
okay,
they'll they'll show you something called search intent. Okay.
mm,
But then
okay,
now HubSpot has got something like similar to that, but buyer intent. You can choose the size of companies that you would like to work with, and you can you can also define the topics or your business or a subject, and then that is going to deliver you the buyer intent every day. And now you can connect it with systems like uh, maybe Apollo to enrich your accounts, and then you can bring it back to Clay for a better enrichment, and then you can reach out to your target audience from there. You can use Clay tables, you can use Clay agents to build a workflow surrounding this, that's going to work out. So it is there, the AI, as I said, the AI alone will not work out, but with the human in the loop, AI intelligence, proper workflow and integrations, it's going to help you run a successful
okay,
ABM program.
fine, fine, fine. So I'll go with the next question. What challenges should businesses anticipate when adopting ABM and AI?
No, the same old problem, which is the ABM. Many of them, they think it is the technology, but I would say still it is the mindset. So when I say the mindset, ABM is not something can happen overnight. Say if you run a Google ads, you will get the results overnight. If once the campaign started performing, if you run a email outreach campaign, you will get the result the very next day. It can be open rate, result, response. You can absolutely think of it, and you will get the instant results. But ABM, you are going to influence people. You are going to follow the funnel stages, starting from awareness, consideration, conversion, decision making, the customer success. Everything comes into the picture. So the uh, the challenge is that the moment you start running the campaign, either the business owners or the CEOs would start asking you the results immediately. So the results will not happen immediately, and we need some time to run a successful campaign to impact them, influence them, bring them to the funnel. Because as I said, if it is just a lead generation, our job is over, and we can bring that in the first 2 months or even within the 30 days. But then the real so we are trying to attain the revenue. So it's not something can happen overnight, especially with the enterprise business. Usually it takes 3 to 6 months of time for us to prove which is a right ABM campaign or a program. So the mindset is something real challenge always for the people involved in the ABM. Change, we have to give us some time to prove that we are in the right track. We need some time. So most companies, in another I could say, in another word I would say, most of the companies, they want to attain the results faster. That will not happen. And they think that the tools will do everything, but tools will not. Even if I'm going to be alone, I can produce results. No, I cannot. So I have to take support from AI. I need some time, and of course the people in the other teams also should be aligned with the program. So that is when we can create a successful ABM program. And these are all the challenges. Yes.
Yeah, so the smooth implementation is like playing a major role in that, right? So the next thing is, how can business measure ROI efficiently from these modern strategies?
Right. So ROI starts from, of course, it is very evident that return on investment, how much you have invested, how many people are involved in the team, the tools cost in case if you're running any of advertisement program. So the other cost is also involved in the investment. But I would say the very first success starts with identifying the visitors. Say if you have got 500 accounts you are targeting, if at least one started visiting your website, then you are in the right way, right? You are in the right direction. The more of your target audience starts visiting your website, then you can sit back and relax. You can sit back, relax, and then watch the game peacefully. So that is where the real measurement starts. Not the ROI, I would say, but the measurements. But the more and more of your target audience, target accounts, not audience, target accounts comes into your website or to any of your landing pages, that is where your actual success starts, because you are running this campaign very, very targeted. So you want only this specific accounts or any of them from their organization, comes into the website or your specific mediums. So you can have a track of it, and of course your integrated campaigns will keep targeting them right after even they visited your website. So of course we have to start measuring the ROI, starting from how much pipeline that we have built. The actual, when it comes to the actual ROI, we have to count it from how much the pipeline impact we have created, how many proposals that we have submitted, and how many we have won actually. So this is something we have to have in mind when it comes to measuring the success or the ROI of the program, successful ABM program.
Okay, so the critical reminder is that tracking and measurements are the key, right?
Not just tracking and measurement. So tracking is something you have to always have your eye on. As I said, the moment you see some of your accounts start coming into your website, then you are in the right way, you are in the right direction. And then, as I said, your integrated campaigns will keep following, will keep throwing some ads. You'll be launching email campaigns, sequences to your audience, the accounts who visited. So the ROI starts from measuring the pipeline we have created. When I say pipeline, we would have engaged with them, we would have spoken to them. There must have been real need for us to pitch in, for any business to pitch in, and then they should say yes, you can share me your proposal, share me your document, I would like to take this to another level. So that's what I call it as a pipeline. That should be a real value. There should be a real business that should be measured from there.
Okay, fine. Thank you. The next one is, what mistakes should companies avoid when implementing AI in marketing?
Okay, this is a fantastic question, because now all the AI systems, they are offering the accounts for free. You take any account, even if you want to take Sales Navigator, you can try it for 30 days for free. The Sales Navigator, once you have created your account, signed up for the trial program, you can integrate that with any AI systems that is available in the market that you are trying to leverage your business through LinkedIn. So people, they randomly they go and test softwares. Okay, so I'm reading an article online, and then the article says something about how they can generate leads through LinkedIn, and they would mention 4 or 5 systems. So out of curiosity, we will go ahead and we'll create an account with all of them, and we keep trying the account, but they will go in no direction. They keep trying it because it is free, because they have read it somewhere. So they have to go with a proper approach. They have to go have a proper workflow in the mindset. They should discuss with the team, and then they should really understand how are they planning to target specific accounts. So without a proper plan, and this is going to help nobody. So AI is something. Do not go with a random approach. You go with a plan. And also in general, Gopika, AI is for scale, right? So once you have done with that, once you've identified a process, and you can mimic it, you can clone it, and then you can let the AI run the process, and you can sit back and then do the job. That is in the process. But as I said, in the marketing, there are so many pieces available, starting from say the keyword research, content creation, identifying lookalike audiences, and reaching out to them. Even now we have replaced BDRs and SDRs with AI systems, right? So AI SDR. So we have to have a proper plan, and we have to have a proper plan where you are going to execute AI, what AI system that you are going to implement, that you are going to take help from, and then you have to combine them together and you test it out primarily. If you don't test it out but keep creating random accounts for free, then that's going to create a great mess. And of course today, everyone is talking about I'm going to replace human with AI resources. Unfortunately, yes, you can do that absolutely, but that is only where people they follow a process, very very monotonous process. But if you keep thinking intelligently, if you have a proper team that can think, about the marketing, different audiences, how they can bring in revenue, I don't think those people can be replaced. Most importantly, if you don't adapt to AI, that's going to be a challenge. Adapt to AI and then take help from AI. So you cannot avoid AI, but always take help from AI, and AI cannot replace you. And the tools and the B2B systems, especially, they become costlier. So we have to use tools wisely, and then if you pitch it to your CEO, your chief marketing officer, or your client in the right way, why do you want all these systems, and if they approve it, provided you have to prove them that you are right in terms of what plan you have in place, what integrations that you are planning, and what exactly your goal, what would be the expected outcome. If you can present everything to the team, and of course with the provided budget, you can absolutely try AI and then take results.
Thank you, Som. Actually, that was an insightful answers. Thank you so much. Now let's hear from our audience. I think already the Q&A session is full, so I'll just give some questions from their side. So the first question is from Jim. He asked about how do you determine when an account should move from a one to many or to a one to few or one to ABM motion.
Okay, so see, when it comes to the B2B campaign, Gopika. So see, if you take an enterprise account, not everybody from an enterprise account would be listening to you. It can be whether they are coming to Google LLM systems or searching for specific answers, or you are reaching out to them, proposing your services in a different way. You are trying to influence them. So we have, when it comes to enterprise or mid segment, we have no other go other than targeting many accounts in the same organization. So there are two things again. See, the ideal customer profile is different. The targeted account list is different. Okay. See, the target accounts in general, people say the ICPs are your target accounts, and then you have to. The ABM is to influence the entire hierarchy. It is to influence the people in the organization, because they don't take peer level. They don't just take the decision, right? They have to take something to the CFO for approval. They have to take something to their chief technology officer if it is going to be SaaS products or technology, or at times, if they are changing a policy, if you are influencing someone, or you want to take a decision higher level, then that goes to the CEO. So yes, we have to influence everyone separately, and again, this is depending on the stage of the marketing funnel. So the top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, we have to influence certain people at the top of the funnel and certain people at the middle of the funnel. And the bottom of the funnel, you have no other go other than influencing the C-level executives in an organization. And there is a website called org chart, and similar to that, there are multiple platforms available where if you are engaging with an account, you have to get the entire hierarchy, so we can put them into any of the other systems and keep tracking what exactly they are doing, what is their behavior analysis, what type of content they are engaged with, whether they are interested in AI, they are not interested in AI. Uh, uh, so we have to play different cards according to what exactly their expectation is. But we have to keep analyzing their accounts. So we have to keep influencing the entire hierarchy.
Thank you, Som. That was good explanation. The next one is from Wayne Carter. He's asking that what is the role of analyzing economics when it comes to performing ABM?
See, the ABM itself, uh, we have to, as I said, the end goal is the revenue, right? So analyzing economics, say when there is a successful program, we have to not every marketing team, they sit and analyze, what is working good, what is not working good. So there are times we don't really get a chance to analyze, this content is performing, this content is not performing. So the entire the investments, we talked about the ROI, right? So the ROI starts from the successful accounts. So we have to reverse, we have to re-engage with the same the type of content that we have executed, or the plan we have executed, and then the stakeholders and everyone involved in the ABM program must be analyzed, and then including the accounts that we have successfully won, and of course pipeline, and then the accounts that we are trying to influence for the conversion. So everything we have to get aligned in order to measure the performance of the ABM campaign, and of course
Okay.
the same the ROI.
Okay, fine. So thank you. And the next one is from Madan. He's asking that can AI take away the digital marketers' jobs and digital marketing agency services?
So I run a marketing agency, but the traditional digital marketing agencies, I would say, um, they have to change the way they operate. They have to change the way they look at uh, uh, the clients, because as I said, the many of the decisions are happening in search, and not in search engines but LLM systems. So if you keep proposing search engine optimization, developing a website, so Claude is designing a website, and you can, lovable, if you can integrate that with the lovable, you can produce a website design in just a day. So
Yeah.
if you don't adapt to what the industry is expecting, if you don't adapt to the conditions, then of course, yes, this will take over your jobs. But if you keep learning, if you keep testing out systems and the processes, then they don't be taking away your jobs.
Fine, fine, fine. Thank you. Thank you for the useful answer you have from your side. So the next one is from Ivashri. She's asking that why are ABM, AI, and revenue execution replacing traditional lead generation?
I think we talked about it, right? So the
Yeah,
traditional lead generation, in simple words, we have no consistent leads. Even if they are consistent, we cannot be measuring the success. Or I'm talking about the company success, and then we don't be really we'll be doing the last minute job. So who has given inquiry? What is going to he what is next, what is the next stop for us to influence? We literally have no clue. And then we don't get the desired accounts. When I say desired accounts, it is all about say if you want to sign up for a $50,000 business for the next 6 months, then ABM is the only way. But in general, the traditional lead generation is not, because you'll keep writing for the audience, you'll keep positioning your keywords, you'll keep reaching out to them. Say if you take outreach as an example, all the outreach email systems, we are not seeing not big results so far. You say, for example, HubSpot, we used to get 70-80% of delivery rate. Today we are getting only 10 to 15% maximum. At times we get 2 to 3%. So they are all
okay.
looking for meaningful lead generation. So ABM is the only way.
Thank you so much. The next one is what common mistakes do business make when moving from lead generation to ABM?
Again, we talked about this one too. Uh, they think AI will do everything, and then these are all different parts, the accounts, and then the stakeholders, and then AI. So and immediate results. So this will not happen overnight. I cannot operate on this alone, and or the accounts without targeted accounts, I should not run the show. So they'll just say ABM, okay, let me start running it today. I'm going to produce results tomorrow. No, this will not happen. They have to really understand. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the next one is from Sangeeta. How can AI help sales team identify high intent buyers faster?
Okay. So if it is, say, if a sales team, okay, you are from sales team, usually right after getting the inquiry from the marketing team, or your business development representative have called someone, and then you got the answer. Someone showed interest. Now, as a sales executive, your job is to keep chasing the account, and then submitting the proposal, and then someone from your team will continue chasing them for submitting for getting the successful business, getting an account signed. So there is a system called, as I said, Trigify, where that system, if you can put their LinkedIn URLs, they can keep monitoring your accounts. Whatever the activity they do, that will be delivered to your inbox. So you can go engage with them through LinkedIn, rather not just talking about, hey, I've submitted a proposal. What is the stage of my proposal? When do you think I can get this signed? Rather asking this, you need to have a meaningful conversation. In order to get a meaningful conversation, you really have to understand what exactly their interest, right? The interest that you don't be getting it over a phone call, Zoom meeting, or at times in person. So maybe you can track their LinkedIn profile, and then you can target the high intent accounts through, as I said, HubSpot has got buyer intent. If you want to sign up faster, then go with the creamy layer, which is the intended accounts. But you can take, so there are multiple scenarios. Say if any of your say you are targeting a specific company where they are attending an event. So events, communities, partners, the referrals cannot be omitted from this process. So you can say, if someone is attending ABC conference, you can take really help from the conference they are attending, and the content they are engaging with, the people they are speaking to, or you can go there, but a handful of appointments. So still you can take help from AI to analyze all the accounts, and including their behavior analysis. So this is something you can have everything at one place, which is your CRM. That CRM is the one truth of information. So you can bring in everything to your CRM, and then you might have handled stories, success stories. You can share it with them, and you can automate it. Say if someone is from B2B and enterprise segment, healthcare, you can create a custom workflow on your own. So sales, the clients that I worked with, not everybody is 100% using the CRM, be it a Salesforce, be it HubSpot, Zoho CRM, or I think Pipe Deal, if I'm right. So they have to start make use of the existing AI workflow systems available inside that. Say HubSpot has got something called AI Assistant, Breeze, if I'm right. So that can help you nurture the data, that can summarize you, and then you can ask questions, and you can take help from the AI. So similarly you can connect HubSpot with any system. So now my team is enabled with the Cloud account, HubSpot account. You take anything, and they are all given access to it. So they quickly take help from Cloud in case if they want to prepare any proposal, any presentation. It takes usually 2 to 3 days for them to raise a request to marketing team. Now starting from create a simple presentation till identifying the accounts available with the LinkedIn or with the high intended accounts. So everything can be done through AI. But as I said, as a sales, you must understand what exactly the stage the prospect is in. According to the stage, according to their role, according to the company, you can keep taking help from AI to close the deals faster.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. And the next question is from Jim. He's curious to know the real usage. Everyone talking about the high level. I feel you can help how we can implement in tool level. Apollo and Clay everyone uses. So can you explain exactly how automation system can run the business?
So I can read the question one more time. So
Yeah.
curious to know how the real usage, everyone high level. I feel you can help. How can implement in tool level? Apollo and Clay, everyone uses. Can you explain exactly how automation systems can run the
Can
business?
run the
So
business.
so Gopia, if you remember, I talked about. Uh, okay, let's talk about an event marketing. Okay, so
Okay.
your CEO is attending a conference in the US. Okay,
Okay.
so now how do you understand? So you don't have access to the audience, the participants list. Okay, so now
Okay.
how do you think you will get their data? So most of the times people used to publish it on
Registration.
right, used to publish it on their LinkedIn post. They use hashtag,
Post.
and then
Mm,
the speakers. So these are all the options. So internally we built earlier we built 14 steps SOP, right? So that is something. So we used to follow all manual process, but now we have used a system. Again, we've been using Trigify in the recent times. So where we can create, there is something called the signals, and then there is something called workflow. So you can, if you are posting, say, hundreds of people posting about the specific conference, you can take their post, and also you can collect people who have commented on it, engaged with a specific post that talks specifically about the conference. Then you can go reaching out to them through an
okay.
automation. You can connect your email system, you can connect your LinkedIn, you can, of course, you can take
Mhm.
help from the database systems like Apollo. You can connect, you can take help from Clay. So it is all about the use cases. When I say use cases, the event marketing is an it's a use case. So
Okay.
uh, it depends on the exact problem, what exactly you are solving. So Clay has got something called a skill. Clay has got something called the connectors, right? So you can develop a skill with Cloud, and then if you want to say, I can give you another example. Uber Suggest. Let's take the case of Uber Suggest. So Uber Suggest, I was checking with, I was comparing my site with another site which is leading in the market. I put them to compare between my site and then that site. So that run completely, and then I think it provided me with a close to 56 to 60 parameters on why this website is on top, why your website is not. So then my job is to completely analyzing them, and then of course we are taking help from Codex Cloud to update the websites, write the content. So the entire marketing, the processes can be automated. So it really depends on what exactly the problem you are trying to solve. And of course, a Clay, Apollo, everyone is talking about it without a doubt, because though Apollo is cheaper comparing the database tools, and then Clay is everywhere. And if you go to LinkedIn, if you follow any influencer, they talk about Clay, but they don't talk about the use cases. Everyone is talking about how I use this complete workflow, this successful workflow helped me schedule XYZ calls. I put this I on top. I use this tool to enrich the data. Say there is a tool called Lead Feeder for identifying the website visitors that can be connected with any other system. So it really depends on what exactly use case that you are solving.
Okay. Thank you. The
Mhm.
next one is like many organizations struggle to prove ABM ROI. How do you connect engagement to actual revenue?
Many organizations struggle to prove ABM ROI. How do you connect engagement to actual revenue? So I think, Gobi, I answered this question.
Okay.
Say the successful ABM, as of me, the successful ABM program starts with identifying the right accounts. So when I
Okay.
say identifying the right accounts, it is not the profitable accounts, I would say. It is the accounts, you have handled similar accounts in the past, and if you can create another business in the same thing, that can be deliverable. So if you are an IT company, right? So your job is to develop mobile applications, right? So if you have a enterprise, if you have already developed an enterprise application, then you are eligible enough, or you have the courage enough to go ahead and create the similar program for a similar organization. That's a usual process, right? So you can go with the targeted accounts. So the moment you start seeing people from your target accounts, you should be happy because you are in the right direction. See, there are tools that can help you with the say, if you want to influence people in the RFP stage, request for a proposal stage, you can still present your you can go on and present your brand in front of them. There are systems that can help you to nurture your leads, nurture your existing prospects. So the engagement to actual revenue, which is nothing but we have no other go other than moving them to the funnel stages. So if the engagement stage, say if any of your audience are in the middle of the funnel, so the middle of the funnel, you can still influence them through content. So middle of the funnel, they've got their own mindset, so you can influence them through content. You can offer them something for free, and you have to grab their attention now, right? So at the top of the funnel, which is nothing but you can write randomly about their day-to-day challenges, their subject, anything. But then the demand capture and then the demand generation happens. Say even if you are targeting a CIO, Chief Information Officer, and you have a wonderful document to share with, that is actually, say, if they are interested, they are going to come and grab your content. Nothing that you are proposing about your service. So you are engaging them, and then actual revenue, moving them from one funnel stage to another funnel is something you have to do, and you can influence them. Yes.
Yeah, okay. The last question. What data foundation should organization build before implementing AI at scale?
See, AI is only as good as the data and then the processes behind it. Okay, so if you don't have enough data, or your data is something not aligned properly, then AI will simply come and give you the answer. So the very first question that we talked about, right? So the prompt what you enter into any system, the answer that you will get, right? So if you'd ask me the foundations, right, the correct the ideal customer profile is more important. Again, the ideal customer profile is going to come from any one of your successful accounts, because you have got a history of closing them, chasing them, closing them, and then delivering them. So the foundation starts there, and then you also have to get the CRM hygienes aligned, and the next thing is that the revenue data, which is nothing but once you have got once you've got the data, the accounts, target accounts, and then you started running your ABM programs, and then everything comes into the picture. Then if everything is aligned properly and you started seeing results, then revenue is the next successful data. And then before revenue, there is something called engagement, right? So your job is to understand and identify who has visited your website, how many people have interacted with your email content, and if you are producing a wonderful content for social media, for your website, or you are writing a informative ebook, and we have to understand how people are adapting to it, adapting the content. Say how many people downloaded it, something like that. And in case if the intent signals, if you are targeting intent signals, that can also be measured. And then you have to set up the data with the proper stages. So what percentage of data you are putting on top of your top of the funnel, and then what percentage you are moving to the middle of the funnel, and then bottom of the funnel. Because when it comes to data, say if you are targeting thousands of people, end of the day you are going to get the results in percentage, 5%, 10%, 15%. So starting from the how many accounts you are targeting, what support that you are going to take from AI, how many accounts that you are going to impact, how many are into the actual conversation, your pipeline, how many are moving to the sales stages, and then how many are being converted. So everything comes into the picture. But I would say each and every, again, there are so many systems now available, ABM platforms, that can help you measure what percentage of your targeted accounts visited the top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. But end of the day, if you would ask me, I would say your CRM is going to be your Bible. That's going to help you measure your success.
Okay, so thank you, Som, for these insightful answers. Now let's move to the closing session of the thing. So we are going to, so as we come towards the end of the today's session, I'd like to thank Som Nathan once again for sharing such a valuable insights. So your perspectives on ABM, AI, and revenue executions have made this session highly informative and actionable. So a big thank you to all our participants for joining today and asking questions and engaging with us. And we hope this session gave you all useful ideas to your lead generation strategies and drive measurable growth, right? So thank you so much, guys. Before we wrap up, we invite you to stay connected with us and join upcoming tech talks sections by the .com Infoway. So we'll continue bringing industry experts, founders, and business leaders to share practical insights on B2B growth, marketing, and innovations. And make sure you follow .com Infoway for future updates. So thank you everyone for joining us today. So thank you so much for joining us today. It was very useful insights you have shared with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gopika, for
Thank you.
inviting me for this webinar, and thank you so much. And yeah, have a wonderful year ahead. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.